Good morning, travel fam. What's up? Today we are going to pick up the U-Haul and start packing up our house, man. So, really excited to get the heck out of here. And we're gonna explain why we're moving in just a minute. So here's all of our mess that we're moving out with. That's the majority of it. Most of it is most of it's down here. Some of it's upstairs. You got the living room stuff, the couch, a few things in here. Fridge and all that stuff we don't own came with this house, right? But yeah, got the mattresses upstairs, whatnot. Not that much, man. Me and Jasmine, we're gonna do it ourselves. I'm gonna sit down and explain to you best I can why we're moving. So for starters, right, we moved in this house like 4 months ago. You know, what, April, May, June. It's 4 months and we're already moving out, right? So we moved in this house because it's a pretty nice house. It's in a decent area, right? And the rent was affordable for the area. Now we're talking $2,500. Now that's pretty affordable for the area we're living in. So we're like, heck yeah, $2,500, right? Utilities are included. Everything's included. Gas, internet, water. It's like even cheaper than living in base housing. So we get to pocket a bunch of money, right? But there's the catch. Somebody lives in the basement. I was apprehensive about it at first, but it's like, okay, whatever, I could deal with it, as long as they mind their business. But long story short, this downstairs neighbor started giving us a lot of problems. She started being passive aggressive with us and arguing and going in our backyard and trying to act like we need to share this space in the backyard, but we're like, no, we have a dog, we have our kids, we want privacy. And she was just constantly coming up in our space, bothering us, texting my wife. She was texting me, causing all these problems, gossiping with the landlord, causing problems with the landlord. It's really crazy. I can't even really get all into it right now. I'd have to do like an entire full video to sit down and explain what's going on. But long story short, she started having issues, right? And we started looking at the lease because the landlord started to tell us that we had to share the backyard. And we started to get into it with the landlord because that's not what we agreed to initially. On black and white paper, what we agreed to and understood initially and what she told us and what we have text message proof for was that the backyard was ours. The little side alley area, the front porch was ours, and the downstairs neighbor would just mind her business. But that was not the case. I don't know what's up with the downstairs neighbor, but she did not mind her business, right? Now, here's some other things. So, we started having a lot of electrical issues out of nowhere. Lights started flickering on and off, this and that. And I think that the downstairs neighbor was flipping the breaker box because she was being the B word, but I have no proof for that. But there is some electrical issues in the house regardless. So we started having these trouble with the landlord, these awkward communications, not getting along with the downstairs neighbor, and we had to communicate with her to flip the breaker box. Apparently, and she couldn't even do it for us. Apparently she didn't know how to flip the breaker box. So there was like this whole ordeal for there was like a day, there's a few times where went for without power, in our room for a whole day because the downstairs neighbor didn't know how to flip the breaker. So the landlord had to come out and come to the house and flip it for her. It's pretty crazy, right? But anyways, whatever, we tried to make our peace, we tried to work things out, this and that. Okay, but the issues just kept arising. The issues with the backyard kept arising. The issues with the landlord kept arising. And then there was these little things that happened out of nowhere. The bathtub was leaking through the ceiling out of nowhere. So it's little things that constantly had us contacting our landlord for issues. And the landlord, I don't even want to get into it. Anyways, we're having all these issues, right? So we report her to the code authorities and things like that, and they come out and start inspecting it. We find out that she does not have her license to be a landlord, right? She's doing things under the table because she was only letting us pay her in cash. So she's really not even supposed to be renting this place out. Yeah, and she only has her renter's license for DC, and nothing was up to code, and the lease was all jacked up. It's like, I'm really not even going to get into everything. I'm doing my best to explain it short and sweet. But, so, a couple weeks down the line, code people come out, electricians start coming out. Electricians, they start fixing things, telling her what needs to get fixed, this and that there needs to be a separate breaker box, this and that. And she has the lease as these are 2 apartments, but these are not 2 apartments. I'm not gonna get onto legalities of it, but that's not an apartment, right? But she was using it as that. But for her to be up to code when the code inspectors came, right, and to make this whole place safe to live in, there has to be fire exits, right? So that we have 2 fire exits, but the downstairs neighbor only had 1. So she needed to have a second fire exit, which was entrance to our house. Let me show you this. We have something blocking the door right now and an alarm on it. But initially, there was a lock on that door. Nobody could come up here. We're like, cool. So the landlord's fixing the code. She's fixing everything. So she doesn't get in trouble. And they're taking the lock off of there. And they're replacing it with a door that can't be locked. And they told us, like, yeah, for the inspection, we're going to leave it unlocked. But, when the inspector's gone, you guys could put, like, some form of a lock on there so nobody can come up there, and then we'll make a new lease agreement that in the case of an emergency you'll let them up for a fire or something like that. We're like, okay, whatever, we'll pass the code inspection, we'll put a lock on the door, we don't care. Then she flips around and I'm at work. Jasmine calls me saying that after the code person came here, inspected it, the landlord just totally changed the game on her and was now telling her that we can't put a lock on it. We can't lock the door, we'll get in trouble, but don't worry, if we go in her space or she comes in our space, we can be prosecuted. But for me, hands down, that was the last straw. Like, you can't trust somebody to not come in your space just because something's on a lease agreement or whatever, and it just blew my mind because it's like she's saying these are separate apartments, but with that door having access for both of us to go in each other's spaces, that makes it a shared space. And if we can't have it locked, that's ridiculous. I did not agree to that. My family moved in here, and now all of a sudden, whoever can just walk up in my house. So, long story short with that, we're arguing with the downstairs neighbor. We're not arguing, we were being professional adults, right? But we just kept having all these disagreements, and it was just really getting out of hand. Downstairs neighbor actually ended up moving out, and we had already decided at that point we're gonna move out because she was gonna let us out of our lease, and we found a new place. Okay, so that place, you'll see, it's way nicer. But after the downstairs neighbor moved out, a week later, she has this Dominican Spanish-speaking family that moves in, right? She tells that family not to talk to us. Mind you, when the electrical personnel came out and the code inspectors came, because there was too much wattage and things like that running, the downstairs neighbor had to get rid of the stove, so that she got rid of an entire stove, right? And she moved out, and she was like, man, this is crazy, whatever. She moves this new family in. They don't even have a stove still. She told them not to talk to us. She lied to them, saying that there was a lock on this door. we spoke to them afterwards through Google Translate, Spanish translator, and Jasmine told them that there wasn't a lock on the door, and you know they're just mind blown. So now they're getting sucked into this situation, you know. It's just crazy. I hope they can get out of it too, but yeah, man. It is wild. That's long story short in a nutshell. We're literally moving out on our own dime. We hate this place. We hate having these issues so much. We're just willing to spend our own money to get the heck out, which it's wild, man. I'm just blessed that I have enough money to move out on my own and not put myself in a bind, which is awesome, because there's been some times in the past where I probably wouldn't have been able to do this. I'm really glad we can hop out of here. We're gonna go grab the U-Haul and let's go. All right, making some progress. It's about 97 degrees outside. Feels like 103 right now. Earlier it felt like 109. So I'm sweating my A off. I am tired. Ready to be done. All right, that's it. Now we just got some TVs and a couple things, throw in the truck, and we're done. I'm tired. We got some Burger King to eat, and we're gonna go to sleep. Hopefully, get the good news. We get to move into our new house tomorrow. Hopefully. We don't know yet. Tomorrow is the 7th. So landlord said she might leave early, but our move-in date was between the 7th and the 10th. Yeah. But we're hoping we can just get out of here. So see you tomorrow. All right, fam, that's it. We're all packed up. Sunday, we're heading to the new house. Ina's ready. Jasmine's in the back. Let's see if you can see her. And the U-Haul. She's gonna follow me, and we're gonna head to our new place. Unpack as much as we can tonight. I'm gonna go to work tomorrow, leave a little bit early, and finish unpacking. So let's get on to the new neighborhood. What is up, fam? It's 2 in the morning. I'm about to go to sleep. Long story short, quick update. There's a bunch of my stuff in this house. This is my new house. Not gonna show you around right now because we just got here. I'm exhausted. My lower back's a little bit sore. Is what it is. We came here. We got a cool next door neighbor. He's a Salvadorian from El Salvador. He just started helping me and helped me move in my entire house, which is pretty cool. So we got cool neighbors. And yeah, so I'm gonna go to sleep, get up tomorrow, start unpacking, and I'll see you as soon as I can. What's up, fam? So, updating you guys. Since the last time I picked up the camera, it was like a week ago. It was last Sunday. It's Sunday again. Pretty much spent the whole week setting up the house and working, and I've been pretty exhausted. It's been extremely hot. We've had like a huge heat wave coming through. It's been pretty wild, but pretty much set up most of the house. It's not 100% done, but it's like it's almost there. So show you a quick tour of the inside of the house, and we're gonna start right here in the kitchen, right? So coming up in, right? And then you'll see this is our little kitchen. Cool. Not too bad, not too bad. Nice little stove, little setup, all right? Walk right in here to the living room. Nice and cozy, right? Nothing too crazy. And then we got our little front porch out here. Got some seats. It's looking good. We like it, man. Definitely like this little setup. Come in the hallway. Got some of our photos set up. one right there. Check out the kids slash guest bathroom. Look at this waterfall looking thing. Nice little tub, right? Let's see the Nakai's room first. Let's check it out. This Nakai's room. What's up? You like this room?
Yes.
Is it cool?
Mhm. Yeah.
Alright, let's go check out Tristan's room. Here's Tristan's room. It looks a little bit dirty. He's gaming or doing something. It's not bad. Now, I would show you upstairs, but I'm not going to show you upstairs. And we got these cool carpets. Hold on. I would show you upstairs. I'm not going to show you upstairs right now because it's a little unorganized. Jasmine's up there sleeping, so I'm not going to bother her. But yeah, oh, one more thing I'll show you in the house. I'll show you the downstairs. So you do got a basement. Go right down here to the basement. And you know, you come right into your surfboards and all our junk in the laundry room, blah blah blah. Okay. And let's check out this little guest bedroom that we set up that my brother's gonna actually be sleeping in tomorrow when he gets here. So you come in, boom, got the surfboard rug. Not a bad little room for a little basement room, right? The little chairs. And Jasmine did a good job of setting this little thing up. It's a cool little guest bedroom. So that's where my brother's gonna be staying whenever he comes here tomorrow. And when he gets here, him and his wife and my niece, the next day we're going up to Ocean City, Maryland. So make sure you stay tuned for that video. Check us out up in Ocean City, Maryland. And we'll see what's going on up there. Alright, should be a good time. Should be fun. But yeah, we're moved in. It was exhausting. It's crazy, ridiculous we had to move, but I'm actually glad I'm in this house. It's a lot closer to where I work. The neighborhood's actually even better. It's not as dense as our last neighborhood. Yeah, we like it all around. Pretty good. Our neighbor cooked us some food again. This is the second time he's giving us food. We got awesome neighbors. It's a good time, man. But yeah, that's about it for this video. Make sure you stay tuned, man. We're hitting up Ocean City, and hopefully we don't get rained on too much because there is some rain in the forecast. So we'll see how that goes. Fingers crossed. Whatever happens, right? But if you're not already, man, make sure you subscribe. If you're digging what I got going on, like the video, drop a comment. As always, I reply to everything. And I got something new going on, man. I got a Patreon. No pressure whatsoever. I know I'm still a small channel, but if you want to support me, support the channel's growth, support me getting new equipment, support me, you know, with promotion, ads, stickers, merch, whatever in the future. You could do it later, you can do it now, whatever. If you want to support me, basically, you can go down and hit the link that's going to be in the description, and it's always going to be on my page in the bio. It's either going to be a direct link to the Patreon, that's what it is, or the Patreon link will also be in the Linktree link. But basically, link below, hit up the Patreon if you want to support the channel, man. Really appreciate it. I got 3 tiers. First one starts at $1 a month. second and third tier, you get a 7-day free trial. But you know, I'm just starting this, so no pressure. I only got like 300 something followers right now. I don't expect anyone to really hop on this, but it's there. If you do want to support the channel, hit up the Patreon. It's brand new, just opened it up. Anyone who does, I appreciate it, even if it's $1 a month. Everything matters, man. Yeah. Thanks for watching. I look forward to seeing you guys soon, and hopefully you look forward to seeing the fun in Ocean City soon. We haven't got our passports yet. Those are coming hopefully soon, so whenever those get here, we'll eventually be planning our out-of-country trip, which should be pretty awesome, man. But that's all I got for now. Oh yeah, I keep saying that. I got a new phone. Now, this is an awesome phone. It's a Google Pixel 8a. Now, I'm a big fan of Google. All you iPhoners out there, I'm sorry, I can't get down with the iPhones. That's all I'm gonna say. Team Google Pixel all the way. In the new crib, chilling, living it up. About to take 2 weeks of leave, baby. Let's go. Ocean City. Let's get my surf on. Let's get a little drink on. Let's get a little fun on. Let's get a little family time on. Make sure you tag along. Drop a comment. Go to the Patreon. I'm gonna stop talking now. I'll see you on the next video. Anyways, deuce. Adios. See ya very soon.